I am Scott Moskowitz. I am one of the partners here at the Hop Grenade. We are on week number 6 right now. It's the only facility on the planet that has a radio studio and beer bar in the same place. I don't think such a thing exists anywhere else. So the concept is unique because there are radio stations and there are beer bars, but there isn't a combination of the two. And also the mindset of the people who run this place and who work here, we're true beer people, and I think we really get the industry, and I think we really get the craft beer drinker and the home brewer. And it's even in your craft beer centric places, I think our approach is pretty uncommon. Not too many people are as dialed into the consumer as maybe we are, at the risk of blowing too much smoke up our own asses. We've been doing the radio show about beer for coming up on 10 years, and it's something we've always kind of thought that it's a natural fit to sell the beer alongside the talking about the beer, and this tap room is the fruition of that idea, I guess. We wanted it to reflect the Brewing Networks brand, which is the radio show side, which is kind of a mix of like hip and misfit. I mean, that's kind of the home brewing culture, right? It's that it's definitely become cool and everybody likes beer, but it also attracts a certain type of person, the hardcore home brewing scene, which is like you played Magic the Gathering when you were a kid, you know, and maybe you really like Texas Hold'em and Dungeons and Dragons, and it's definitely not true for everybody, but I've noticed that through line, and so we kind of wanted this bar to reflect that sort of nerd misfit culture meets cool, hip, contemporary. It's a real weird mix. New breweries open every day, and new styles are being innovated upon every day. And there's just an endless well of information about beer, and it's a skill that you can. It's easy to learn, but it's impossible to master. You basically just never stop getting better. We have every style you can imagine, and things are changing every day, every hour practically on busy days. And so, I mean, the unusual is usual around here, you know? I mean, sure, we'll have a Pilsner, you know, which is, I guess, a common whatever, yellow fizzy, but then we'll have a tangerine wheat ale with hibiscus and whatever, and it's hard to even call it unusual. We do have cider beverages, which are not beery. I would say that even if you think you don't like beer, there are beers that you would like, things you don't even imagine being beer. People have like an image in their head, right, of like what beer tastes like, but that's just such a narrow, like beer is a huge variety of styles and flavors, and even if you think you don't like it, I'll bet I can find something you like.